Tonight at the Lady Buff softball field, the brand new Lady Buff softball complex. A beautiful facility here, Jeremy, for this 12-3A softball matchup between the Rains Lady Cats and the Lone Oak Lady Buffs. I'm KO Kyle Lowens alongside JT Jeremy Titsworth in the press box tonight with I didn't get y'all's names, but we got two friendly gentlemen up here in the booth with us. So if you hear some background noise, it's we're just having a good old time up here in Lone Oak. But we appreciate you tuning in on YouTube. You can let us know where you're tuned in from by commenting on the video. We had a little bit of technical difficulties getting things started, but we're about ready to go here in Lone Oak. A little after 6 o'clock, 6:05 on your Tuesday evening. And leading things off for the Lady Cats will be Z Haig. Quick lineup, quick run through the lineup. Z Haig, Anna Tanton, Emma Knight, Cambry Oaks, Presley Kilgore, Addie Fuller, Peyton Bryant, Lauren Foster, and Hava Hyatt. That's the 9 in the lineup for the Rains Lady Cats. And in the circle for the Lone Oak Lady Buffs, you have number 11, Riley Rakowska. Right? Rakowska. Got it. And the first pitch, I'm just going to call her Riley, is ball one.
We know a lot of Rileys.
This one's not spelled the same way.
Oh, okay.
But there is one on the team that's spelled that way.
I did see that too.
So, 1 ball and no strikes to Z. That one's high for ball 2. Now, we didn't get really to do a pregame here, Jeremy, but quickly the standings here. Rains 5-0 in district play. I have an interesting note about there. 2-0. Is low, 3 balls, no strikes. 5-0 in district play. They've played 5 games, Jeremy, and they've outscored their opponents in those 5 games 49-1. 1 run has been scored on the Lady Cats in district play so far. Here's the 3-0. Z taking all the way right down the middle for strike 1. And Lone Oak 1-4 in district play. They have a win over Paris Chisholm. Just lost to Commerce on Friday night, though. Commerce softball, first district win for Commerce in 8 years.
Jeez.
Z dribbles that one. Rakowska fires to first, but Z Haig too quick down the line, and it's going to be an infield single for Z to begin the ball game.
Look at Z. She had some wheels there, buddy.
Yeah, she...
it was a nice little dribbler down the third baseline there.
So the last game we did of Rains against Commerce, a couple Fridays ago, or I can't remember. Anyway, last time when we did the Rains Commerce game, remember Z had that basically inside the park home run. It was on an error, but inside the park where it took her 12 seconds to get around all the bases. Anna Tanton squares around to bunt, but Z is going to swipe second base. So Z over at second now after the steal. Was a strike to Anna.
Was
it?
Yep.
That's what the scoreboard says, Jeremy. I'm going off the scoreboard tonight.
That's official.
0-1. Anna takes strike 2. Squaring around to bunt again.
So did you clock Z, or how'd you find that out for that time?
I clocked it. I clocked it. I went back and watched. I went back and watched it and timed how fast she went because she was zooming around the base pass. I was wondering how fast it was. The 0-2 swung on and missed by Tanton. Rakowska with the strikeout, and that's out number 1 here in the top half of the first inning. And here comes the catcher, Emma Knight, stepping into the box from the right side. 1 away, runner at second. Emma takes strike 1 on the inside corner. Looked like some good movement on that ball from Riley in the circle.
Yeah, I don't think Riley's wasting any time, though, either. I think that's the key to get up on these batters and get on them early. I think that's going to be key for her.
Should have wrote that in the keys to the game, Jeremy.
I didn't even. I was too busy typing other things.
The 0-1. Emma skies that one to center field. Going back on it is Hogue, and she makes the catch. And Z tags up and advances over to third. So a fly out to center field by Emma Knight, but it does advance Z Haig over to third base. Now 2 away, and Cambry Oaks will step up to the plate with 2 away and a runner just 60 feet away. Cambry with an opportunity to help herself out here as Cambry will be in the circle for the Lady Cats in the bottom half of the inning.
And with the speed that Z has, all she got to do is just put it in play.
Oh, yeah. Cambo looks. I thought he said strike, but I guess he didn't.
I thought he said strike 2.
I guess he said ball. You don't say nothing on balls, man. You just let them ride. 1 ball, no strikes. Cambry rips that one to left field, and that ball is gone. A 2-run home run for Cambry Oaks. And the Lady Cats take a 2-0 lead here in the top half of the first inning.
Wow. I thought it was going towards my car the way it looked. I asked you if I was safe, and you told me yes.
Yeah, well, I was almost wrong. I didn't think Cambo was gonna hit one like that. So Cambry Oaks helps herself out, gives the Lady Cats a 2-0 lead as she brings in Z Haig on that home run. So now I think I could say what Candy and Honey were telling me down there earlier before the game. PK takes ball one. Said if Cambry doesn't play well today, we're not allowed back.
Oh.
She hit a home run. I think we're allowed back.
We'll still got to see pitching, though.
Tuesday.
Got to see pitching.
1 ball, no strikes. That one is low, ball 2. Well, and we talked about this, Jeremy. Like, Rakowski, she gave up that little dribbler single to Z to lead off the game, but then struck out Anna Tanton and got Emma to fly out as PK grounds that one to short. Nice stop at short by Gore, and she fires over to first to get the out. But damage has been done here in the top half of the first inning. It's now 2-0 Reigns as we head to the bottom of the first here on NetSN.
I really thought that was going towards my car.
We're not going out. We're just where we can still talk with the headset on.
I got you.
Yeah, she crushed that one.
All right, let me get this lineup real quick. Was it 14?
Welcome back here to Lone Oak, bottom of the first inning. It's 2-0 Reigns on top of the Lone Oak Lady Buffs. Due up for, well, let's get you the Lone Oak lineup.
Okay.
All right. Batting first, playing right field, number 14, Charlie Williams. Batting second, the designated player, number 7, Gracie Jackson. Batting third, playing center field, number 6, Emma Hogue. Batting fourth and catching, 00, Riley Carson. Batting fifth and pitching, number 11, Riley Rakowska. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 22, Brooklyn Whitehead. Batting seventh at second base, number 21, Rainey Patterson. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, number 2, Braxton Gore. And wearing number 9, batting ninth, the third baseman, Bryna Jackson. Cambry Oaks in the circle for Reigns as Williams steps in. First pitch is a called strike on the outside corner for strike 1. Defensively for Reigns, you got Alexis Wilkins in left, Foster in center, Bryant in right, Fuller at first, Hyatt at second, Haig at short, Kilgore at third, Knight behind the plate, and Cambry in the circle. 1 ball, 1 strike to Charlie Williams.
She barely grazed the outside of that plate while we go for that strike.
And that one's in the other batter's box. 2-1.
She get warmed up. That's what it is. Get warmed up.
Beautiful night for some softball, too, Jeremy. I don't see very many clouds, if any.
I agree. And this facility is phenomenal, too.
It is.
I was looking around the concrete bleachers, I guess you'd
Very
say.
beautiful. That one's fouled out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Baseball field right behind us, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, same look. Just bigger.
Just bigger. Okay.
Just bigger. And then the newly remodeled football field across the way behind left field.
And more construction in between them.
More construction in between that. That one's fouled out of play. Do we know what's being built there in between? Adding on to the school. Okay. All right. Big things happening in Lone Oak.
Oh,
New
wow.
weight room, new gym.
Weight room, new gym.
I like. Remember we called a game in Lone Oak's gym. I like sitting in that corner.
Yeah,
kind
that
of
was nice.
elevated. 2-2. That one rolls in there. 3-2. Now we saw this last time we saw Reigns play, Jeremy. That Cambry gotten several full counts throughout the afternoon.
Well, that and early on in the game, like I said, it took her a little bit to warm up because as she got to about the second inning, it was pretty much lights out.
Cambry loses Williams there, and it's a leadoff walk to begin the bottom half of the first inning. And after the way that you started the game in the top half of the first, getting a quick 2-run lead, not the way you want to begin the bottom half.
Not at all, but as we know, usually we see with Reigns, they'll get some blinders on if somebody's on base, zone in on the batter, and we'll go from there. But if you're Lone Oak, you got to manufacture runs any way you can. So if you got to get some stolen bases or you got to play some small ball, some way you can get some runs.
So I guess we could still be heard. So even though, whatever.
Alrighty.
That's right down the middle. Strike one. So Brett's watching, and he's shout out to Brett. But that's if he's listening, he's going to be the only one that understands this. But that's what we were talking about when he did that at the tournament. At the tournament, he said, "I said, well, when I do that, you can still hear us." He's like, "No, you shouldn't. That one's high. It's a strike." And Emma nearly hits Cambry in the face. She tries to throw down. But he was like, "Yeah, it didn't go." I'm like, "Okay, well, it still does on my. It shouldn't, but proof just then,
Right
Brett.
there.
Yeah,
I didn't say anything bad, did I?
No. Okay. He said he's good. He just didn't want us to say anything bad. Good call. The 0-2. High, ball one. Runner at first for the Lady Buffs, Williams, with Gracie Jackson up to bat. And 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jackson. That's hit towards center field. Coming on is Foster, and it's going to drop. And in time at second to get the out. That was close at second base. But Charlie Williams going to be out at second on the throw, so give Gracie Jackson a fielder's choice. And she's going to be on first. That was a little blooper. Off the bat, it sounded like it was going to go a little further.
Yeah, I thought it was going to carry into center, but then landed right in the, I don't know, the O out there for Lone Oak.
I don't even think it made it to the logo.
It was like right at the edge.
Okay, all right.
It was close.
1 away. Emma Hogue steps in, and she takes strike 1. The center fielder for the Lady Buffs.
I mean, it's a massive logo. It's hard to not
It
hit
is it's a big one. That's why you can see it from the sky, know where you're at. The 0-1. That's a called strike as well.
I think Kimbo's finding her rhythm here.
Appears that way. No balls and 2 strikes to Hogue. That's a called strike on the outside corner. 3 strikes, and Cambry sets her down. That's the second out of the inning. First punch out of the night. And it's going to bring up the catcher, Riley, with 2 E's, Carson. That's the Riley we're familiar with, Jeremy, that spelling of Riley.
Yes, sir.
And Riley loops that one, and it's almost scooped up by Z Haig, and instead she's going to toss to second for the 6-4 putout and the 3rd out of the inning.
I didn't even have a chance to say anything, but all right.
So Lone Oak will strand a runner, and we will head to the 2nd inning with Raines leading Lone Oak 2-0. You're listening to High School Softball here on NetSN. Back here in Lone Oak, getting ready for the top half of the 2nd inning. It's the Raines Lady Cats 2, the Lone Oak Lady Buffs 0. Due up here for Raines, it's the 6, 7, 8, Addie Fuller, Peyton Bryant, and Lauren Foster. Due up for the Lady Cats here in the top half of the 2nd inning, leading 2-0. Lone Oak had their opportunities there in the bottom half of the first, Jeremy, and just a couple of unfortunate placement where the ball was hit. It wasn't necessarily bad hitting or anything. It was just unfortunate placement.
Where it fell, and of course that could have went either way at that play at second, truthfully.
Right. Yeah, that was a really close one. And if she's called safe there, maybe the inning's still alive. Who knows?
It's true. Anything could happen.
No balls and 1 strike to Addie Fuller. Didn't Addie get hit a couple times last time we...
Hit by pitch, yeah. They were like, oh.
Well, that time
Go
she
ahead.
hits it. It's gonna go under the glove of Patterson at second. And Addie Fuller has a leadoff single here to begin the second inning.
I was going to say, they were kind of like bounce-up pitches, like they would bounce and then hit her or something like that, or kind of roll up on her ankle
Yeah.
or something. It wasn't nothing crazy, but still, it's a hit by pitch.
It counts same way. So it's gonna bring up the right fielder, number 10, Peyton Bryant for Reigns. First pitch is a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes to Bryant. And Jeremy, with Lone Oak and Emory not being too terribly far away, good crowd here on hand. And Reigns and Lone Oak baseball playing right behind us as well. 1-0 is right down the middle for strike 1.
Thought you were going down the avenue of these kids not being too far apart, so you know they know each other.
Well,
You know what I mean?
yeah, but see, that's the same shtick every time. Got to change it up. The 1-1. That's high. Runner goes for second. Throw down. And Addie's going to swipe second base. Pitch was high, so it's 2 balls and 1 strike to Bryant. Look at Addie swiping a bag.
Not really used to her swiping a bag. Don't catch people off guard. That's what it is.
2 balls, 1 strike. Bryant skies that one. It's going to be shallow center field. And it drops in the middle of everyone. Patterson, Hogue, and Gore, all 3 converged on it, and none of them caught it.
Who you putting that E on? You got 3 of them.
I'm not going to single out one single. I'm just going to put an E down. It is an error.
That's
I
all
don't
I
know.
did. I put an E down, too.
Yeah, I don't know who to put the error on, but it is an error. Catchable ball there just behind the second base bag. But instead, it's going to be 2 on for Reigns, and center fielder Lauren Foster steps in. She lays down a bunt left side, fielded by Jackson, and Jackson has nowhere to go with it. She looked over at third to try and get Addie with the lead runner. She was unable to do that. So an infield single for Lauren Foster will load up the bases for the Reigns Lady Cats, and here comes the 9-hole hitter, Hava Hyatt.
That was a perfectly placed bunt, what that was.
That was a very good bunt. But, I mean, if Jackson could have came up and just got the out at first, but she glanced at third, and that little hesitation is what
allowed her.
allowed that run to get to first.
Yep.
So 1 ball, no strikes to Hava Hyatt. And then the problem here, Jeremy, is you got the top of the lineup sitting on deck.
What's crazy is we actually saw a play almost similar to that in the JV game.
Yeah, 1-0. That one misses 2-0. Well, that's what I was trying to allude to earlier in the first inning. That's the difficulty with Reigns lineups. There's not a soft spot. There's not 1 through 9. There's not a spot where you can be like, okay, we can let off a little bit. This is an easy out. There's not. That one misses 3-0, and with nowhere to put Hava Hyatt.
No, and you have, of course, your heavy hitters, too, through the meat of the lineup, as you would call it. But anywhere else in that lineup, they can do just about anything.
Riley's pitch
Caught an outside corner.
caught the corner. 3-1. Nowhere to put Hava Hyatt. You got Addie Fuller at third, Peyton Bryan at second, Lauren Foster at first. Nobody out here in the top of the second. 3-1 count. Big pitch. And that's hit down the third base line, stopped by Jackson. She steps on third and gets the out at third. So 1 out on stepping on third. Bryant's out for out number 1. Run doesn't come across as Addie Fuller scores. And Hava Hyatt, reaching on the fielder's choice there, will be at first, and Foster advances to second. Now the top of the order with Z. Haig, who singled and came around to score her first time up. As Reigns is now up 3-0 here, top of the second. 1 away and a 1-0 count to Z. Haig.
How many times have we seen where Z just puts a ball in play and scores these 2 and she'll be at second? You know what I mean?
Somehow, yeah.
Somehow.
The 1-0. Inside
Wow.
corner called strike 2, or strike 1, excuse me.
Yep.
That was a nice pitch, though. By
He thought he was going to
Rakowska.
hit her the way she kind of turned a little bit, but
A little curve action on
it
it.
was nice.
Nice pitch. 1-1. Z skies that one. That's an infield fly. So batter's out. And it'll be caught for the official second out of the inning.
There you go.
Jeremy, and anybody that's listening, for those that don't know the infield fly rule,
Okay.
it's got to be 1 out or less.
Yes.
Going to have bases loaded or runners on first and second.
Yes.
Anna Tanton
And, of course, a fly ball.
fouls that. Well, yeah.
There's 3 parts to it, man. I mean, it's as simple as it sounds. There's 3 parts to it.
You're right. You're right. Anna struck out swinging her first time up to bat. 2-away and 2 on. It's a big at-bat here for Lone Oak. Keep this game close. Anna fouls that one off. Strike 2.
Especially the way this inning started where there were no outs while ago.
Right, yeah, bases loaded, no outs. If you can get out of here with only giving up 1 run, I think you take that as a victory if you're Lone Oak.
I think so, too.
No balls, 2 strikes to Anna Tanton. Big pitch coming up here from Rakowska. Woof. Well, no call. Anna kind of gave herself away there. She was walking away like it was already a strike 3, and the umpire did not call strike 3.
But he had his, like he's been calling the balls, too. He had a call, so it seemed.
He's been, well, anyway, 1-2. And this time it's official. Anna Tanton swings and miss for strike 3, and that's out number 3 of the inning. And a good job by the Lone Oak defense there to only give up 1 run there in that situation.
No, and they had a minor mistake that happened. You know, we talked about the error, but truthfully, it didn't amount to a lot of runs being scored. They had bases loaded at one point in time. They got an out at third. 1 run did finally score, but 2 quick outs and then a strikeout right there.
No, that inning could have definitely went south real quick, and good job by Rakowska and the bunch to keep it just a 3-run game. So 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 2nd inning here on NetSN. Bottom of the 2nd inning, it's 3-0 Reigns on top of Lone Oak here. Due up for Lone Oak, it's the 5, 6, 7 Rakowska, Whitehead, and Patterson against Cambria Oaks. First pitch is low and inside for ball number 1.
I just want to make sure it was going to be a ball.
Got
I mean, I'm just double checking.
to. 1 ball and no strikes to Rakowska. That one's right down the middle of the plate for strike 1. Rakowska can help herself out here just the same way Cambria did in the top half of the first.
Get a homer?
Well, she could do that.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But at least get on base and get something going this inning. Outside ball 2.
That pitch looked like it slipped.
Probably did.
How about to say, I don't think I've ever seen Campbell throwing that wide.
Just trying to put a little curve on it, and it just looped out of there. 2-1. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. Yeah, hopefully they get some good parking. Maybe another parking lot out here, too.
Probably should just extend that one.
Rakowska swings and misses. Let's slow down. Rakowska swings, misses, strike 3, out number 1. There it is. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Coming up to bat now is the left fielder, number 22, Brooklyn Whitehead. Whitehead steps in from the right side. And that's a called strike. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. That one looked like it got Brooklyn to go out of the zone a little bit and chased it. So Cambria up in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. She struck out Hogue in the first. Rakowska in the second. The 0-2, and that's swung on and missed. So back-to-back Ks to begin this inning. As the first 2 batters go down on strikes, there's 2 away. And the second baseman now, Rainey Patterson, is going to step into the box. with 2 outs and nobody on. Reigns up 3-0 here. Pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Cambry looking to strike out the side in this inning if she can. No balls and 1 strike. That's strike 2. So Cambry just a pitch away from striking out the side. The 0-2. Outside, ball 1. One ball and 2 strikes to Patterson. Cambo swung on and missed, strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down, and 3 punch outs for Cambry Oaks. And the Lady Cats are going to take that 3-0 lead to the 3rd inning. We'll be right back here on NetSN. Top of the 3rd inning coming up here. The Reigns Lady Cats lead the Lone Oak Lady Buffs 3-0. Due up here for Reigns in the top half of the 3rd inning. It's the 3-4-5, the meat and potatoes. Emma Knight, Cambry Oaks, and PK, Presley Kilgore. Emma Knight will lead things off, though. She's number 14. There you go.
I was looking for a name. I wouldn't look for a number.
That one's low for ball 1. Rakowska and the Lady Buffs trying to keep this deficit just a 3-run deficit. Maybe see if they can get their bats going in the bottom half of this inning.
Yeah, they had something cooking last time, or previous time.
In that 1st inning.
Yeah.
Knight rips that one to left field. It's going to be a home run as well. Emma Knight. That one sneaks over the left field wall. And that's a solo shot for Knight. And it's now a 4-0 lead for the Reigns Lady Cats. 2nd dinger of the night by the Lady Cats.
I don't think we saw one at all last game, did we?
We did not.
Okay.
We did not. And we thought we would because the wind was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was. Like, what, 17, 18 miles an hour?
Yeah, and we didn't see anything. Wind calmed down today, and we've seen 2. Cambry Oaks going to step in. She hit a 2-run home run in that 1st inning. And that was like Cambry's, it had a big arc on it. Emma's just kind of like a line drive.
It went right over the fence.
Yeah. It just snuck over. If it was center field, it wouldn't have went over. That's a ball. Ball 1. 4-0 Lady Cats. I guess that brings the district total now to what, 53-1. That's a nice curveball right there. It caught the inside corner again.
Yeah, because what was it, 49?
It was 49-1, so yeah, 53-1 right now.
Yeah, I think Cambo thought it was going to be outside, too, the way it curved back in.
Rakowska's got a really good curveball. A lot of movement on it. Cambry rips that one over Short's head into left field. That's going to be a single for Cambry Oaks. Her 2nd hit of the night. And cue the courtesy runner. It will be number 20, which is Presley Smith. So Smith will be courtesy running for Oaks. And it's going to bring up PK, Presley Kilgore. She grounded out to short her first at bat to end the first inning. You know, she'll want to get involved in this hit fest. Speaking of hitting, last night Reigns held their hit-a-thon that I participated in a couple years ago.
With your cartoon swing?
With my cartoon swing, couldn't even hit one. Couldn't hit a home run.
Who's pitching this time?
I have no idea. I wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just speaking of hits, so maybe that's why the bats are a little hot tonight. They had a hit-a-thon last night, so they're already a little warm.
Yeah, they had some practice.
Right.
Through the night.
They just packed up the bags and came down here to Lone Oak. That pitch is a called strike one to PK.
I feel like, though, if you're Lone Oak here, you've got to get something, at least start with, one out. That's all it's going to take. Get something rolling for them. But if you're Reigns, you just want to pour another quarter in the carousel.
If you're Reigns, you keep the foot on the gas. If you're Lone Oak, you're like pushing the brake. Like, hold on, let's keep it what it is. Don't make the deficit so big. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's another called strike 2 to PK. Down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And it'd be big for Rakowska here to bounce back after giving up a home run to lead off the inning, then a single, 2 hard hit balls. So if she could get a punch out here, that would be big. The 1-2. That one rolls in there, and Smith goes for second. Throwdown is not in time. Stolen base for Presley Smith.
Was there just a little too high?
Well, in the defense of Carson behind the plate, PK is not a tiny girl up there. She kind of had to loop it over PK's head. The 2-2. Presley rips that one to center field over the head of Hogue off the wall. Smith is going to round third, come in to score, and it's going to be an RBI double for PK. And the lead now 5-0 Reigns.
You said PK wanted to get involved.
I did. I meant in the home run thing, but
Oh.
she did bring an RBI in.
Still counts.
It does. It
Run's a run.
runs a run. So PK at second. It's now 5-0 Reigns. And it'll bring up Addie Fuller, who singled and came around to score back in the second inning. And Addie takes one on the inside corner for strike 1.
That pitch there is a nasty movement, too.
I'm telling you, I like the stuff that Rakowska's got out there in the circle. She's got good movement on her pitches, got some good velocity on it. The 0-1. Oof, Addie rips that one down the left field line, and it is foul. Oof.
That was every bit of a home run if it was straight.
That was.
I'm just glad it wouldn't go towards my car.
No, but it definitely was. It probably bounced and hit something.
It probably
did. That cream-colored truck there looked like it may have got a ding on the right front fender. The 0-2. Addie right back up the middle. PK going to round third. She's going to come in to score. RBI single for Addie Fuller as PK slides way too early. She slid too early, had to pop up and then step on the plate. Anyway, it's RBI single for Addie Fuller.
I'm just going to say right now, Addie chose violence on that one, the way she hit it back at Riley.
Yeah, Addie ripped that one. Good job, Rakowska, to get out of the way.
Goodness.
Peyton Bryant coming up. And Peyton Bryant reached on an error her last time up to bat. Still nobody out in this inning, Jeremy, and this is kind of what we were talking about. Lone Oak not wanting this game to get away from. This is the type of when Reigns gets in this rhythm where they're just hitting the ball like this. Bounced over to short. High throw. Nice snag by Haynes at first to get the first out of the inning. Peyton Bryant on a 6-3 ground out. It does advance Addie over to second. And it's going to bring up the center fielder, Lauren Foster. She reached on a single her first time up. That's a strike to Foster.
I think the craziest thing is, though, is Reigns is doing all the damage in this inning, and they were only able to get 1 run with the bases loaded earlier.
Right. Right. Yeah, it's crazy. 0-1 to Foster. Tie, ball 1. Carson had cocked back like she was about to try and rip it down to second. Uh-oh. All right.
Thought somebody failed the way it sounded.
1 ball, 1 strike to Lauren Foster. That's low, ball 2. Already 50 pitches for Rakowska in the circle through 2 1/3 innings.
Just a few pitches.
2-1. Ooh, swung on and missed by Foster for strike 2. Rakowska just a strike away from getting another punch out tonight. She has 2 on the evening, both of them on Anna Tanton. 2-2. Foster pops that one up out of play, foul.
Thought it was
And
coming right through the window.
we'll do it again. I already hit it. I hit it when you turned your head. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Foster. That's hit back up the middle, and it finds a gap. Rounding third is Addie Fuller. Throw comes home, but Addie's going to score. Lauren for second, and she's in there. RBI double for Lauren Foster. It's now a 7-0 lead for the Rains Lady Cats.
All right, then. Nice little move on the base out there.
Finding the holes in the defense.
Put it where they ain't, right?
It's an easy way to put it. Hava Hyatt now going to step in from the left side with 1 away, runner out at second base. Hava squares around, pulls back. It's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Hava reached on a fielder's choice her first time up. She was stranded at first, though. Did not come around to score. 1 ball and no strikes now to Hava Hyatt. That's a strike on the outside corner there. It's now a 1-1 count.
See, that's a tough one. That was the same call he did. I don't even know.
It's not for us to decide.
I'm just here. Enjoying the game,
We're just here
talking about it.
hanging out.
What you doing? Watching softball?
1-1. Well, now, hold on a second.
That's not for you to decide.
That one was in the other batter's box and then brought back to the plate for 1 ball, 2 strikes. Some of them weren't as egregious. That one was a little crazy. And that's a little check swing down to third. Stopped by Jackson. Fired to first. No good. Hava, it gets past the first baseman. Hava's going to go for second. Coming in to score is Lauren Foster. And Jeremy, I'm going to do an E3 on that. I don't think the throw was that bad.
No.
I'm going to do an E3 on that one. So Ava reaches over to second. Run does come in to score Lauren Foster. It's now 8-0 Rains. And we got the top of the order in Z Haig coming back up.
But we have seen that multiple times to where first bases had to stretch for it.
Yeah. Z bloops that one into shallow center, and it's going to drop in front of Hogue. So it'll be a little blooper single for Z Haig.
Okay.
And we're going to have runners at first and second. And D'Lo's going to make a substitution here. This is supposed to be Anna Tanton's spot, but that is not who's going to be batting.
16, I think.
Looks like 16. That'll be Alexis Wilkins. Alexis Wilkins is in left field, so that would make sense. She's batting for the designated player. So it's going to be Alexis Wilkins. Going to be pinch hitting here for Anna Tanton. In a 8-0 lead. 2 runs in the first inning for Rains, 1 in the second, and 5 here in the third inning.
I'll make it big for your eyes over there, sir.
Thanks. Appreciate it. My old eyes. 8 runs on 11 hits. No errors for Rains. No runs, no hits. 2 errors for Lone Oak. And we have runners at first and second. Alexis Wilkins stepping in from the left side. She'll be batting now. She's the 9th batter of the inning for the Lady Cats. Rakowska's hoping for a magical double play ball here to get out of this inning and to stop the bleeding before you have to get back into the meat of Emma Knight, Cambria Oaks, PK, Addie Fuller, everybody else all over again.
Like deja vu.
All over again. First pitch here to Wilkins. I mean, that. Yep. I mean, no balls and 1 strike to Alexis Wilkins.
I didn't even have to say a word.
It's consistent, though. I will say that.
It is.
The 0-1. That's bunted foul. No balls and 2 strikes. To Alexis Wilkins, her first at bat of the evening. Alexis moved from Grand Saline. Her and her sister moved from Grand Saline to Rains.
Yeah.
So new to the Lady Cat softball program. That's that's the same thing. It's the same thing, isn't it?
I mean, people are watching the camera. So, I mean.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Alexis Wilkins.
Shucks, Bubba.
We don't know where the strike zone is. Just kidding. 1-2. Wilkins waits on that one, bloops it down the left field line, giving it a look, and it's foul. Gore gave it a run over there, and it drops foul.
She was close on it, Gore was.
She was.
I'll give her that. She was definitely close.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Wilkins. The 9th batter of the inning for the Lady Cats. 1 out, 2 on. 8-0 lead for Rains. Here's the 1-2. That's it. Yep. Called strike 3. That's consistent right there. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with it, but it's consistent, and that's all we can ask for.
All right.
Emma Knight coming up to bat now. She homered to begin this inning. She had a solo shot over the left field wall, a solo line drive home run over the left field wall to begin the inning.
I think it even grazed the fence as it went over.
It may have. Emma wanted that one and swings and misses for strike 1. That was a big swing on that one. She was trying to put another one over that left field wall.
D-Lo kind of chuckles, looks at her. Come on now.
Well, this is, I mean, if you're Rains, this is what you want out of your lineup. Your 3 of 4 hitters have been the hitter, and 3, 4, 5 have all had home runs and doubles, extra base hits. That ball gets away from Carson behind the plate, and both runners are going to advance. So Hava Hyatt over to third and Z Haig over to second. So now you got 2 runners in scoring position and a 1-1 count to Emma Knight.
So all Emma's got to do is put in a gap. She don't have to get a home run.
Don't have to, but I'm sure she would prefer one.
I'm sure she would, the way she was swinging, starting this at bat.
1-1. Well, that one's hit to center field, and getting under it is Hogue, and she squeezes it for the 3rd and final out of the inning. 5 runs come across here in the 3rd, though. It's now 8-0 Rains as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning here on NetSN. Bottom of the 3rd inning, leading things off for Lone Oak is Braxton Gore. She pops that one up right side. Addie Fuller, and actually, instead of Addie catching it, it's going to be Hava Hyatt that squeezes it for the first out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out.
That was almost a miscommunication between them two.
Almost. Brenna Jackson now stepping in. the 9-hole hitter. 4 punch-outs on the 4 punch-outs on the evening for Cambry. Struck out the side in the 2nd inning. That pitch misses outside, ball 1. Jeremy, I like this new pin I got from Brett from NetSN. It's got the different colors on it. So like for Lone Oak, I got the red writing, and for Reigns, I got the blue writing.
Oh.
You know, color coordinated over here. The 1-0. Outside, 2-0.
Who do I need to talk to about these shirts, though?
Brett. The pin, Brett. You got his number? 2 balls, no strikes. Oh, swung on and missed. You got his number.
My bad.
It's not often you get the number to the owner of the business.
What's
you
brother got to do to get one of these shirts?
You
And
pay
does it
for
only come in white?
No, it does not.
Good. Because white does not,
Look good on you?
don't set well with me. Why you got to say it like that?
That's what you were saying.
All right, then.
Now they got all different. You can do any color you want. You just gotta talk to him.
All right, then.
Maybe he's watching. Probably
Maybe.
not, but
Probably
maybe.
not anymore. Early on, so we caught our mistakes. That's what it was.
Yeah. Make sure we were up and rolling. Then once we got rolling, he said, "All right, I'm out, guys." Swung and missed. Two balls and 2 strikes to Jackson. 2-2 pitch. High and away, ball 3.
Yeah, I was looking at my pitch count on Cambo, but I'm off that entire inning earlier.
I was kind of keeping up with it.
Okay.
It wasn't great.
But I doubt she's only at 29 pitches.
Well, I forgot to do it until like after a batter. Then I was like, oh, I'm supposed to be doing this. Oh, that's a little half swing, but she goes around. And that's a punch out. Out number 2, and it's the 5th K of the evening for Cambry Oaks. Going to bring up the top of the order, Charlie Williams. She led off the game, or the bottom of the 1st inning, with a walk. She was thrown out at second in an odd play.
Steve. That's all I'm going to say.
2 away. Williams steps in. First pitch. If Emma would have pulled it over the plate, though, that would have been a strike. Ball 1.
Consistent. That's all we ask.
1 ball and no strikes. Tie, ball 2. So we were talking about last game, Cambry had a lot of full counts. In this game, she had 1 on Charlie Williams to begin the game, and then 1 to Jackson there. She only had 2. And that's hit back up the middle, and a diving Hyatt can't stop it. And that's the first base hit for the Lone Oak Lady Buffs this evening. Cambry had retired 9 in a row, or not retired, but and went through the lineup once without giving up a hit.
There you go.
But that's the first hit of the ballgame. First hit in the 2 games that we've seen Cambo now.
That's true, because we didn't even think about it.
We didn't even realize she had a no-hitter against Commerce, but she did throw a no-hitter.
After the game, like, oh, yeah, by the way.
Gracie Jackson stepping in now with a runner at first and 2 away. That's a called strike. Now, that is the first base runner, though, since Gracie Jackson in the 1st inning.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 0-1. Ooh, that hits her. Hit by pitch. Gracie Jackson will trot down to first. Williams will trot over to second, and it'll bring up Emma Hogue, the center fielder. She struck out looking her first time up to bat in the 1st inning. She's got a couple ducks on the pond, though, with 2 away. Maybe a little 2-out rally here coming by the Lady Buffs.
We'll see. Kimbo had a little something extra on that pitch. I don't know what, a little perspiration maybe.
Well, whatever she did, she doesn't need to do it again.
I like the one earlier just slipped out of her hand. It went out way outside. This one just happened to go way inside and hit somebody.
Yeah, it happens.
Ring a ding 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 dong.
First pitch on the way to Emma. Ooh. Emma came up there ready to swing. Fouls that one away. Strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. 2 on as the shadows start to creep over the right side of the field. That one's popped up out of play. Strike 2. We got a whole shadow covering the first base, even second, almost to the second base bag.
Close to second.
See, there it went radio again. You can obviously see it.
Well, that's what I was about to ask. Can you even tell? But you can clearly.
Yeah. No balls, 2 strikes. Cambo. Right down the pipe for strike 3. And that'll be the 6th punch out of the evening for Cambry Oaks. And after 3 innings, it is Reigns 8 and Lone Oak 0. We'll be right back here on NetSN.0. And top of the 4th inning here in Lone Oak at the Lady Buff softball field. 8-0 Reigns. Cambry Oaks leading things off. She swings at the first pitch, grounds it to Jackson at third, fires across the diamond. And that's out number 1. So a 5-3 put out for the first out of the inning. First time that Cambry's been out this evening. And it'll bring up PK, Presley Kilgore. She grounded to short and had an RBI double her last time up and came around to score.
It was just so quick while ago. First pitch swinging for Cambo.
Quick. PK first pitch swinging, rips it to left field, and it's going to bounce off the left field wall. PK rounds first, and she's going to have her second double of the evening. That was a laser off the bat of PK. Oh, she's going for third.
The throw in was an overthrow.
Oh, so a double and an error is what we're going to have here. And PK advances over to third base.
The catcher came over here to cover, though, because if she wasn't, it was going to roll back here, and PK could have easily scored.
Oof. That one's inside to Addie Fuller. Ball 1. Addie is 2 for 2. She had an RBI single her last time up and came around to score, then had a single in the second inning and came around to score. Addie goes up the ladder, swings and misses for that one. Hey, Jeremy.
Yep.
We're not the only game on NetSN tonight.
We're not?
No, we're not. We're the only softball game.
Oh, okay.
But there's a baseball game.
Oh, yeah?
And it's a big one. I'll tell you about it. It's
Okay.
coming up in 2 minutes. 1-1. Addie hits that one to center field. And going back is Hogue. She steps under it and squeezes it. But there's another RBI for Addie Fuller on the sac fly. As PK trots in, it's now 9-0 Lady Cats. But another RBI for Addie Fuller.
She'll take it.
She'll take it.
Any way you can get it, right?
So coming up at 7 o'clock on NetSN, the 7-mile rivalry between ARP and Troop. Playoff implications on the line. Big-time baseball on NetSN coming up at 7 o'clock. So once we're done with this game, just stay on NetSN. Go over there and watch a little baseball between ARP and Troop.
The 7-mile rivalry.
The 7-mile rivalry.
Okay.
That's right. The 1-0. That's high ball, too. Have you never heard that before, Jeremy?
I didn't say. I just.
What's your comment? What's your comment?
Nothing.
All right. All right. You think Lindell Van should be the 7-mile rivalry? 2-0. 3-0. Is that what you were
I
saying?
don't even know how many miles that is, truthfully.
Between Lindau and Van?
Yeah.
It's got to be probably 10, right?
Give or take, yeah. Give or take. 7-mile rivalry. All right.
3-0. Why are you so stuck up? It's a 4-pitch walk to Peyton Bryant.
I was just repeating what you said.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Brett tell you that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Two-away runner at first. Here comes Lauren Foster. She had an RBI double and came around to score in the third inning. She also had a single, but that one's popped up third base side. Jackson settles under it and squeezes it for the final out. So 1 run comes across here in the 4th inning for Reigns. It's now 9-0. We'll be right back here on NetSN. Bottom of the 4th inning. Here come the Lone Oak Lady Buffs coming up to bat. What's up, everybody? Riley Carson, Riley Rakowska, and Brooklyn Whitehead do up for Lone Oak.
By the way, let me put 00 in there for some reason.
Because she's 00.
I know, but I'm saying like when I put her number in, let me put 00
Oh, I got you.
into the system.
Did you know there's a strike 1 to Carson? When we were at the 4A Region 2 men's basketball tournament, boys basketball tournament in Commerce, 0-1. Big swing and a miss, strike 2. Dallas Carter actually got a technical foul right before halftime because the jersey he was wearing was a 00. The number they put in the book was just a 0. No balls and 2 strikes. That's hit towards left field, and it's going to find the left field line and roll to the wall. That's an extra base hit for Riley Carson. She's going to stand up at second base, and it's a leadoff double for the Lady Buffs here in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
There you go. Got something cooking now. That's her first at bat? We didn't see her earlier, did we?
Yeah, we did. She grounded out to short.
Right. Okay.
Good rope by Riley Carson down that
Very
left field
nice.
line. And now Riley Rakowska steps in. She struck out swinging. But yeah, got a tech because
That's crazy.
It was a 0.
But in the book said 00.
Right. No.
He was wearing 00.
He was wearing 00.
Either way.
The book said 0. My thing is, though, 0, 1 0 or 100 zeros.
Doesn't matter.
It's still 0.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't change anything about the number. Strike 1.
Maybe their system would let them put 00 in there just like this would.
Well, it was
when
written.
they were typing it.
It was written, so.
I don't know. I don't have an excuse for that.
It was still a silly technical foul, though.
It was.
No balls and 1 strike. Rakowska goes up the ladder for that one. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes now to Rakowska. But this is the same count that Riley Carson was in when she roped one down the left field line. So Cambry looking for a put-away pitch here. The 0-2. And there it is. Strike 3. Rakowska goes down swinging for the 2nd time tonight. And I believe that's the 7th K of the night for Cambry. There's 4, 5, 6, 7 punch-outs. She struck out Rakowska, Whitehead, and Patterson in the 2nd inning. She got Rakowska there. She's looking to do it again here, Jeremy. This time with a runner at second. Whitehead takes outside, ball 1.
That one slipped again. You can tell the way it looked. Luckily, Em almost dove for it out there.
1 ball and no strikes now to the left fielder, Brooklyn Whitehead. And that's high. 2-0.
Maybe the ball's a little wet. We have had a lot of rain lately.
Yes, we did. Had a ton of rain, which I'm not complaining.
No.
2-0. Ooh, swung on and missed. Strike one. Jeremy, this is gonna be my last broadcast of this age.
Oh, yeah, true. I was about to say, where are you going with this?
2 balls and 1 strike. Tie, ball 3.
Just means you're getting a little older, a little wiser. That means
I've already got the gray coming in, so.
welcome to the club. That's all I can say. I don't know.
It's excellent. The 3-1. Outside, ball 4.
Wow.
So Whitehead takes the walk, and that's going to put runners at first and second and bring up Rainey Patterson. She struck out swinging to end the second inning. She has an opportunity here with 2 on and just 1 away here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. It's getting late in the game here, Jeremy, but this game's not over by any means. Depending on how you want to look at it. If you look at it at range, you score 1 more run next inning and don't let Lone Oak score and game's over. Or Patterson bunts that one, it's foul. Or if you're Lone Oak, you're thinking, hey, we chip into this lead a little bit here. Hold them next inning, chip into it a little more. You never know what can happen.
You never know.
But it's got to start somewhere. No balls and 1 strike to Rainey Patterson.
And they've started off this inning with a great start, truthfully.
Yep. Had a nice rope down double down the left field line. Then you got a walk here. You got 2 on, 1 away. 0-1. Patterson could not connect on the bunt. No balls and 2 strikes. And heads up play by Lauren Foster to come in and cover second base from center field, giving Emma Knight an option to throw back down to second.
Trying to hold the other Riley out there.
Yeah, but Carson, she's a catcher too. She knows what Emma's up to. The 0-2. High and inside, ball 1.
Look at Rainey laying off of that one.
Yeah, it was a good call. I would have swung 100%. I can't help it. 1-2. Called strike 3. The 8th K of the night for Cambria Oaks. Second out of the inning. And Braxton Gore coming up now with 2 on and now 2 away. She popped out to second base to begin the 3rd inning. If she can find a gap here, or at least put one in the outfield, there's an opportunity of the Lady Buffs to get a run in.
The way this inning started, too, and looking like Raines is trying to shut it down here on defense.
Yep, big swing and a miss on that one from Gore. And it is strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. I'm glad the setup's gotten easier for us, though. Remember that first time it was, whew, the 0-1. Swung and I missed.
I was about to say, there's still some stuff that I don't really know that I'm just, I can set certain things up, and the rest of it, I'm like, all right, Kyle, it's all you.
It's all you. Good luck.
I can at least do the camera. I can set all that up.
Yeah. The 0-2 popped up. Addie gives it a look, but it's out of play. So we'll do it again.
All over again. Another one.
Jackson standing on deck if Gore can keep this inning alive. But she's down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes to Cambria Oaks, who Cambria is looking for her 9th punch out if she can get Gore here. The 0-2. There it is, called strike 3 on the outside corner. And Lone Oak cannot punch through. And as we head to the 5th inning of play, it is still 9-0 Raines here on NetSN. Top of the fifth inning here in Lone Oak, 9-0 Reigns. And D'Lo was over there making mini substitutions, mass
Left row.
substitutions. NCAA's coming back, so mass substitutions being happening for Reigns, but none so far. Hava Hyatt's still going to lead things off here. It still looks like Z's on deck, so
think
maybe
it's
it was
somewhere
further
else,
down the lineup.
yeah.
But it's going to be Hava Hyatt who's going to lead things off for the Reigns Lady Cats in this fifth inning of play. And Jeremy, since we made it to the fifth, I'll
Yep.
get to play our Curtis Grimes song.
Look at you, buddy.
Been waiting all week to play it. We last game we didn't get to play it.
No.
Matter of fact, past two games we didn't get to play it because the games ended before the fifth inning started.
Yeah, they do, didn't they? I didn't even think about that.
It's our first fifth inning of the year.
All right, then.
Umpires making sure everybody's informed of what's going on.
Making sure all the books are good.
Hava Hyatt has been on base twice, but does not have an official hit. She reached on a fielder's choice and an error.
Any way you can get on base.
That's right.
Just like any way you can get a run.
It's called manufacturing. Peeped in on the baseball game. Reigns already up 2-0 on Lone Oak. Top of the first inning in that one.
Okay.
In baseball, they just got underway at 7 o'clock. That one almost through the legs of Carson. The umpire does a good job of kick save and a beauty. It is hockey season, too. 1-0.
Thought he had those quick feet like he played soccer.
I'm sure it's soccer season, too.
It's always soccer.
It's always soccer season. 1 ball and no strikes to Hava Hyatt. Nice bunt, but it's foul. D'Lo may be working a little small ball here, trying to see if Hava can.
Thought it was going to take that hop right inside third baseline. But unfortunately, a little too much on it.
No. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Hava Hyatt as the shadows start to creep even further onto the field now. Out into shallow left center. Hava looks at that one high, ball 2. 2-1.
Good eye.
Good eye. What do I? 2-1. Hava chops at it. Foul. 2-2. Like the tomahawk chop.
She did. She chopped it straight down. Just chopped it straight out. Foul.
Speaking of chops,
Yep.
did you watch Raw last night?
Did not.
Bubba. Probably the best episode of Monday Night Raw in the
Really?
past decade.
Really? You going that big with
I'm
it?
not kidding. Not
All right.
kidding. 2-2. Hava
There's a little
hits that one
chop.
down the third base line. Jackson stopped it, but no chance of getting Hava at first. It's going to be a single for Hava Hyatt.
Yeah, I'm definitely not putting that in there. That was a nasty little chop.
And at least she stopped. She kept it in the infield. That could have very easily went down the left field line. And with Hava's speed, that could have been a double. So
Yeah.
good job of Jackson keeping it as a single. It's going to bring up Z Haig, her 4th at bat. She has a couple of singles. She came around to score 1 time, and she's also popped out to short. She squares around, pulls back. Hava goes for second. Throw down Carson. Ooh, the throw beat her.
I don't.
Well, the throw beat her, but Hava got under the tag. I
She
think,
did.
I
But
think Patterson tagged the bag instead of the foot of Hava Hyatt. The throw was there in time. Carson got the throw there in time.
I couldn't see the foot. I'm not standing up. You are.
Well,
Well,
Hava bunts that one foul. Strike 2. Anyway, Raw. So
yeah.
for the first probably hour and 15 minutes of Raw, they had 1 match.
What?
Rick-
Promos?
So
Oh.
Cody, I don't want to spoil it for you.
I'll go back and
I'm
watch
not gonna
some-
spoil it
I'll go
for
back
you.
and watch some stuff.
Just it was excellent show.
No,
The
I was,
O2.
doing, I was doing a lot of unpacking.
I'm glad. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Because I helped you move all that stuff this weekend. I know how much is there. 1 away. Rakowski, her 4th punch out tonight. This position. Who's this? Who's batting? 13. Emerson Prinz. Okay. Well, what I was going to say is this spot in the batting order has been the strikeout spot. Anna Tanton 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. Alexis Wilkins 0 for 1 with a K. We'll see what Prinz does here. She's already down 0-2 in the count, though. This may be a bad spot in the lineup for whatever Lady Cat you put there. Rakowski has this second spot sewn up.
D'Lo's hoping third time's a charm.
It's fourth time.
Oh, fourth time.
Third different
well,
batter, though.
Third
The
batter.
0-2 swung on and missed. Oh, no, foul.
Goodness.
Something about this second batting position, man. I don't know. Three have attempted, and maybe 4 Ks on the night if Rakowski can get this one. The 0-2. Nope, not on that one. Runners in between second and third, and Hava's going to go back towards the second base bag. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 away, runner at second for Rains. Now Jeremy. Here's a 1-2. Right back up the middle by Emerson Prinz, and that's going to score a run, maybe. Hesitating was Hava coming around third, and she's going to get there. Prinz is going for second, and she gets in. Shouldn't have been, but there's 4 Lady Buffs at the second base bag, and Emerson Prinz was like, sure, I'll run there.
Well, the ball was rolling around in the ground out there. It's like they couldn't pick it up. Something was going on.
That makes it a 10-0 lead now for the Lady Cats, as Prinz has an RBI single. I'm not going to give her the double for that because she was at first.
She just happened to notice the ball was on the ground. So
Emma Knight's coming up next for Rains, as Gore is going to get sunglasses, I think. Maybe broke the sunglasses on the slide.
maybe.
Well, what I was about to tell you then is irrelevant now. So never mind.
Never mind then.
1 away. Emma Knight stepping up. She had a solo home run in the 3rd inning, but other than that, she's flown out to center field twice. She's put the ball in the air all 3 times she's been at bat. That one nearly hits her, but there's that curveball from Rakowski. Didn't catch the inside corner on that one, but still a nice pitch.
I thought it was hitting the elbow the way it looked.
Look, man, it looked like it was going to hit her, and you see Emma kind of step back for a second, but then
Goodness.
curve back in. Emma fouls that one off to the net, strike 1. What I was going to say, though, is if Lone Oak gets out of this inning and it was still a 9-0 game, then that gives Lone Oak another inning. But
Still
now,
another.
with 10-0, Lone Oak's down to their final 3 outs when they come up to bat to keep this game alive. 1 ball and 1 strike to Emma Knight. Emma, it's a hard hit ground ball into left field. And it's going to be a single for Emma Knight, her 2nd hit of the evening. And it'll put runners at the corners with 1 away, and probably going to have a courtesy runner for Emma.
I would think. But D'Lo's not even looking over. Nope.
Cambry Oaks going to come up now. Cambry got this whole shebang started in the
he
first inning with a 2-run home run. Yeah, he just now realized it.
Well, I think he was talking to Prinz out there.
Is that Aldaco? Stroman.
Is it Stroman? 8.
Amy Patterson. I was wrong on both of them.
Well, normally Stroman does run.
So Amy Patterson going to be running for Emma Knight. But Cambo's still going to come up to bat after the Rileys have a discussion in the circle about what's about to happen. So anyway, Cambo got this whole thing started in the first inning with a 2-run home run. Rains was able to score 1 in the 2nd on after Addie Fuller singled to begin the inning. She came around to score in the 3rd inning. Emma Knight hit a home run. PK had a RBI double. Addie Fuller had an RBI single. Lauren Foster had an RBI double. Now Cambo's up. Rains has scored in every inning tonight. 2-1-5, 1-1. First pitch from Cambo is low, and Amy Patterson swipes second base. So now you got runners at 2nd and 3rd.
2 of them in scoring position.
Yep, with 1 away and a 1-0 count to Cambo. Popped up out of play. Cambo had a 2-run home run in the first inning, a single, and Smith came around to score in the 3rd inning, and she grounded out to 3rd in the 4th inning.
Okay.
So her 4th at bat tonight. She's in a 1-1 count
See what she can do with it.
against Rakowska. That's hit towards short. Nice stop by Gore at short. But it's going to be an RBI single for Cambry Oaks. And now it's not a single, an RBI ground out. My bad. 6-3 on the put out, but it is an RBI. And it's out number 2. Prinz came in to score. 11-0 Reigns now. And PK steps in. She's had 2 doubles this evening. Takes strike 1 there.
You know, we were talking about the lineup earlier. There's really not like a soft spot. And truthfully, until Prinz had that hit, that would probably be the soft spot for the evening.
Yeah. Yeah.
But everybody else.
PK hits that one over the left field wall. That's gone into the parking lot. A 2-run bomb by PK. It's now 13-0 Reigns.
Okay, PK. As I was trying to give you some praise, but all right.
Well, that just means, Jeremy, the 3, 4, 5 hitters tonight for Reigns have all hit home runs now. A 2-run bomb by Presley Kilgore gives Reigns a 13-0 lead with 2 outs here in the top half of the 5th inning. And it's going to bring up Addie Fuller. Addie's had a good night at the plate as well. 2 singles, 2 runs scored, 2 RBI.
Here I go again. You said I was going to be safe. I still was safe.
But that
we've seen 3 home runs.
Listen. Yeah, that's funny. When we were walking up, you're like, you think I'm all right? Well, apparently, yeah, ain't nobody going to hit a home run. You're fine. 3 of them. No balls and 1 strike to Addie Fuller. And that one drops in there, strike 2.
That was that nasty pitch. Looked like it was going to hit her and curve back in.
No balls and 2 strikes to Addie Fuller. Addie thought,
he said
she went.
Yep.
So that's going to be a strikeout and the 3rd out of the inning. But damage has been done here now. It's 13-0. Reigns on top of Lone Oak. But we have reached the Curtis Grimes portion of the broadcast. It's now time for the bottom of the 5th inning here on NetSN. Back here in Lone Oak, thanks to Curtis Grimes. Bottom of the 5th inning here at Lady Buff Softball Field. The 9-1-2 due up, and Jackson slaps that one down the left field line, but it's foul. It's Jackson Williams Jackson. It's a good law firm there.
Okay.
Jackson Williams Jackson due up, the 9-1-2 for Lone Oak here in the bottom of the 5th, down by 13. Jeremy, in order to keep this game going, Lone Oak needs 4 runs here in this 5th inning to keep this ball game alive. The 0-1. Jackson loops that one into right field, and it drops in front of Bryant. And that's how you get these kind of things started, Jeremy. A leadoff single by the 9-hole hitter. And it'll bring the top of the order now, Charlie Williams. Williams has been on base twice tonight. She walked in the bottom of the 1st and had a single in the 3rd inning.
But you said it, though. It's a start, and you got to start somewhere.
You got to start somewhere. It starts with 1. Brian McKnight taught us that. Mark Wills, whoever you... Paul Wood. What,
Done
dude?
with you. Done with you.
It's true. You guys start back at 1. The 1-0.
Like a dream come true.
2. That's ball 2.
Stop.
2-0. Jeremy, our next broadcast will be next Tuesday in Emory.
Oh, we're not doing one on Friday?
No,
Oh, okay.
I have to work Friday.
Oh.
2-0. 3-0. But we'll be in Emory next Tuesday for Rains Grand Saline softball.
Should be a good one.
Rains
Usually
beat,
is between those two.
Rains beat Grand Saline 5-1 last time in Grand Saline, and Grand Saline has been the only team to score on Rains in the 5 district games so far. This will be the 6th district game. If Lone Oak doesn't score, there's still time in this one. That's a 4-pitch walk, second walk of the night by Charlie Williams, and it will put Jackson over at second, Williams at first, and D'Lo's gonna say, Let's talk about this.
Let's talk about this, Cambo. What's going on in your head?
Remember how that one kept playing every time?
Yeah, you were like touching like right
Yeah,
there.
it's not doing that now. I don't
It's
know.
weird.
I don't know. Could have been the dirt flying around in Mineola that night.
Who knows?
Oh, anyway, yeah. So
Yeah.
our next broadcast. Can't do Friday. Got to work Friday. A couple people are off. Got to direct the 4 and 5 p.m. news. So,
Got to be a manager.
yeah.
I mean, sorry, supervisor.
Yeah, supervisor. Let's get it right. Don't manage anything. I just supervise. There's a difference.
You're not managing people. You're just supervising.
Just supervising them. Don't have to ask me no questions. All I'm doing is supervising. It's like a glorified babysitter
Like,
position.
hey, am I doing this right? I don't know.
I
Just
don't know.
watching
You tell me. A glorified babysitter. Gracie Jackson coming up with 2 on and nobody out here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Range trying to get out of here and secure their 6th district victory. Yeah, that's a strike right down the middle of the plate. What do you think D'Lo went out there and said to Cambo?
Throw some strikes.
All right. Gracie Jackson reached out a fielder's choice. She was hit by a pitch last at bat. Short and sweet analysis. I love it.
I mean, what do you really say? Somebody's played for you. This is her 4th year now.
Yeah. That's popped up and caught by PK. Excellent job by PK at third. That bunt was popped up by Gracie Jackson, and PK was right there to catch it in the air and nearly doubled up Williams at first, but Williams was able to get back.
I'm going to tell you right now, PK was running. Man, she came blazing up for that.
The Chops tuned in, or is watching, because he said emphasis on supervisor. So he's got jokes because he is a manager, a for real manager. Strike 1 to Emma Hogue.
I had to, Colton. He ain't got that job title. Can't call him that.
I don't. I am. You can call me senior TMP or TMP supervisor. Either way, it does not say manager.
Senor, I call you Senor TMP.
You can absolutely, but not manager.
Now Colton's going to call you Senor at work.
Senior TMP. I'm gonna get a briefcase. Walk around with a briefcase. No balls and 2 strikes. Hogue has struck out looking both times. And she's down 0-2 in the count right now. 2 on and 1 away for the Lady Buffs. Woo. Went out of the zone for that one. Her 3rd K of the evening. She's got the hat trick. That's 2 away. And Lone Oak down to their final out now. And it's going to be Riley Carson, the last hope for the Lady Buffs here tonight. She had a double her last time up. She led off the 4th inning with a double. So she is one of 3 people that have had success against Cambo tonight hitting the ball.
It was a nice rope down the third base line, too.
Yes, it was. Riley Carson, Rhonda Jackson, and Charlie Williams, the 3 Lady Buffs that have got hits tonight for Lone Oak. Uh-oh. 1 ball and no strikes. Ooh. Swing and a miss.
Can't plan this stuff. Can't plan.
No. Just happens.
Watch itself, Paul.
Riley Carson trying to extend the inning here. The 1-1 out of the zone. 2 and 1.
Goodness, Emma.
Made me hurt.
If she didn't, I mean, you're going to have runners at 3rd and 2nd after that.
2 balls, 1 strike. Nope. 3-1. Now, Rakowska's on deck. She has not had a good night at the plate, over 2 with 2 Ks, but you just have that feeling. If she comes up here with the bases loaded, there could be some trouble. 3-1. That's called strike on the outside corner. Full count. And Lone Oak down to the final strike. It's 13-0 game here at the Lady Buff softball complex.
How's he going to call it?
Or will it be in his hands? Payoff pitch. That's popped up. Shallow right field. Hava Hyatt drifts back, falls on her backside, and makes the catch. And that is how the game will end here tonight, with the Reigns Lady Cats defeating the Lone Oak Lady Buffs by a score of 13-0. Jeremy, you got some final thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah, for Lone Oak, we saw some bright spots there. They had a few innings where they had some things cooking. Just Reigns' defense kind of stepped it up once they started getting some people on base. And as for Reigns, you'd like to see them kind of capitalize on the opportunities they had. I feel like there was a lot of people they left on base. And unfortunately, like at the times when they were unable to capitalize that, but they, like I said, they had the one inning where they had 5 runs, and at any given time there was only 1 or 2 people on base.
Yeah.
Yet there were other innings when you had bases loaded and couldn't do nothing with it.
Yeah, it was, I wouldn't say it was the cleanest of games for Reigns by any means, but still a good night for the Lady Cats. They improved to 6-0 in district play. And Jeremy, do some quick math here for me. 49 plus 13, that is what, 62?
Yes.
62-1 in 6 games. Reigns has outscored their opponents. That is insane.
And the next time they play that team that scored that one will be on next week, right? Didn't you say next Tuesday?
Yeah,
and we'll be there.
It'll be on Medicine next Tuesday. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to set it up for you.
Well, I was not following along at all.
Because it was 5-1 last game, right?
Yes.
When they played Grand Saline, yeah. So that's going to be a great game. Definitely tune in for that one. Looking forward to it, too. See what you get out of that one. That one's going to be in Emory, right?
Yes, sir.
Because the last one was in Grand Saline.
Yes, sir, son. But yeah, so that's where we'll be at next week. Make sure you go follow NetSN Live on all your social media platforms. We're everywhere. So make sure you go follow them, us, and
if you subscribe to YouTube, every time we go live, you'll get an update.
You'll get a notification, so you will never miss a broadcast.
There you go.
So make sure you tune in on next Tuesday, the April 2nd. No joke, we will be broadcasting on April 2nd. So thanks to Coach Turner, the athletic director, Logan Turner, the athletic director here at Lone Oak ISD. Always a good guy. He takes good care of us every time we come out here, so I appreciate him. So shout out to him. Shout out to the hospitality here in Lone Oak. Shout out to Brett Swinney, our owner and general manager of NetSN Live. For JT Jeremy Titsworth, I'm KO Kyle Lowens. 13-0 Reigns defeats Lone Oak. That's our final here from Lone Oak. You've been listening to high school softball here on NetSN.